Channel 4's Elizabeth Campbell watched the video with a local attorney not affiliated with this case, and she joins us live with what this could mean for Townsend's sentencing. Elizabeth. Caldwell also said the disappointing season is not all Gus's fault. A lot of reaction from fans, but also those organizations that have a very close relationship with the team. Channel 4's Scott Johnson has been talking with organizations that have a vested interest in the success of the Jaguars. Scott. He told us that we shouldn't look at the 7-day, but you can't resist looking at a 7-day.
Don't look.
You immediately went to it, didn't you?
I didn't look.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. It's not.
With a breaking news alert.
That breaking news alert comes out of Berlin, Germany, where police say a truck has plowed into a crowded Christmas market in an apparent attack. Those electors voted in each state today. Diane Gallagher explains why this process, which happens every 4 years, seems a little more complicated in 2016. Florida's electors cast their votes for Donald Trump inside the state Senate chambers as about 200 people protested outside the doors. 29 electors were selected by the Republican Party for Florida. Protesters gathered and waved signs at drivers before moving inside the Capitol. You see there the results of today's electoral vote in the Tallahassee and state capitals across the country will be accepted by a joint session of Congress. A local breaking news alert just in. We've just confirmed Jacksonville police are investigating a shooting in the Panama Park neighborhood. The scene is on East 61st Street near Southland Street. Our night cam crew is on the way and we'll update you as soon as we can. In another cold weather experiment, he tossed a pot of boiling water into the air and it instantly turned to steam. Wow. It was reportedly minus 24 degrees in the area. We can't relate to that here.
No, he was pretty busy, wasn't he?
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Stay tuned for Jaguars All Access is coming up right after the break.
Near Southside Boulevard.
His family is now looking to the Highway Patrol for answers about why he veered off the road and crashed. In her final interview as First Lady, Michelle Obama is opening up about her time in the public eye. Her one-on-one with Oprah Winfrey aired just a few hours ago. During the interview, she discussed the racial misconceptions she faced on and after the campaign trail. At the beginning of the year, millions of low-wage workers across the country will get a raise. Minimum wage is set to rise in 21 states, including Florida. The majority of those increases will take place January 1st, but places like Maryland, Oregon, Washington, D.C. will not see the increase until July. 4 more people have been charged in connection to the ongoing water crisis in Flint, Michigan. 2 of the felony charges carry a penalty of... Thank you, John. Now for a consumer alert. The holidays can bring a lot of joy, but they can also present some dangers for young children. Poison control centers across the country see a big increase in calls during December and January.
Jenese.
Dramatic video indeed, Tom and Mary. This picture gives you some perspective of how far away the cloud of smoke left behind by that explosion could be seen. And of course, this video showing the moments the explosion happened, you can see the fireworks launching from within that cloud. A local breaking news alert in St. Johns County. We've just learned deputies are searching for an armed robbery suspect in the area of County Road 210 near the South Lake subdivision. Investigators say the man robbed a Dunkin' Donuts at around 9 o'clock tonight. The man did get away with money, but they're unclear as far as how much or which direction he headed in. If you have any information, you're asked to please call the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. Simpson and Lantigua had been living in the house of Mountain House in North Carolina until his arrest. Simpson will be sentenced tomorrow at 2 p.m. in federal court. The maximum penalty she faces is 5 years in prison and 3 years of probation. We'll be there to bring you updates. Tonight, troopers with the Florida Highway Patrol say a wrong-way driver was under the influence when she crashed head-on into another car last night. It happened on I-95 just north of 210. State troopers say Jennifer Levin was driving a 2015 Audi when she crashed head-on into the car 91-year-old Octavie Moran was driving. According to police, Levin, who they say caused the crash, had an alcohol level of .153. The 29-year-old was arrested for DUI with an injury, property damage, reckless driving, and driving in the wrong direction. Moran was taken to an area hospital where she remains in serious condition tonight.
Federal agents have raided a local family business that's linked to Jacksonville City Councilwoman Katrina Brown. News4Jax was first on the scene at Jerome Brown Barbecue on the west side as the FBI and other federal agencies were inside collecting evidence. The FBI did not explain why they are investigating the business. Before Katrina Brown joined City Council, she and some of her family members took out a loan with the city to open the barbecue manufacturing business. City says the company defaulted on the loan and has not paid back property taxes they owe. We asked a local attorney who's not involved with the case why the federal government would get involved.
That means that the United States Attorney's Office has at least initiated a grand jury matter. It's not yet become a case. It means that the federal agencies have consulted with a federal prosecutor, established enough data to convey to a federal judge to decide that there is probable cause, that evidence exists of a crime.
No word yet if any charges will be filed, that is. Now, Nassau County Sheriff's deputies and firefighters, they were sent to a history museum after these live cannonballs were found in its Civil War exhibit. Cannonballs were at the Amelia Island Museum of History. They were taken to the Nassau County gun range where they were detonated. And one of those cannonballs had been at the museum for years. The other was just recently acquired.
A JetBlue flight landed safely at Jacksonville International Airport after the pilot reported smelling smoke in the cockpit.